Gender Blenders, it's Chris. I know I've been absent and I apologize. Been pretty busy lately. Sometimes that happens. Doing a whole variety of things. Just finished having a wonderful visit with Addison. So kind of coming off of that high for the week, but this week's topic is about health issues aside from GID. And before I get into that, I just want to take a couple minutes to say that I do not believe that I have GID. I do not think that it is a proper diagnosis, nor do I think that it has any place in the DSM-4 text revised or in the coming DSM-5. I don't have a gender identity disorder. I understand very clearly what my gender is, and that understanding isn't disordered in any way. It is only disordered because of heteronormative, cisgendered, privileged assumptions about human nature, and I reject those assumptions because I believe those assumptions have been demonstrated to be false. So, I don't consider that to be a mental health issue, nor do I consider it to be a physical issue. Maybe at some point I'll make a video to talk more about how I feel about that, but for now, let's move on to the topic at hand. Over the course of my life, I've been diagnosed with a whole slew of Axis 1s, whether that would be ADHD, or that would be, oppositional defiance disorder, ODD, or ADD, or major depression, or dysthymia. All of these things have been diagnoses that mental health professionals have used in some way to classify my experience in relationship to some sort of standardized model that I am not entirely sure is accurate. I reject all those. I don't in any way feel that those diagnoses are who I am, or in any way determine or describe my experiences. When it comes to my transition, I have been lucky enough to experience a whole host of benefits from my transition, whether that would be a decrease in anxiety or a decrease in worry, to an increase in health. My body has responded very well to estrogen and to anti-androgens, and I'm very, very pleased with the nature of that response, and I look forward to seeing that continue to develop. On the physical front, I have recently become aware that I have celiac disease, which is an inherited autoimmune disease. In other words, it affects your immune system. And the disease is triggered by the inability of the body to break down gluten. So I've had to adopt a gluten-free diet. It really wasn't a tough choice for me. A friend of mine has celiac and has taught me a lot about living a gluten-free life, and the benefits I have seen are absolutely amazing. I have seen an increase in my concentration. I have seen an increase in my energy level. I have seen an increase in my overall health and my ability to fight off colds and flus and things of that nature. I've seen a significant increase in the performance and overall health and well-being of my GI tract, and other things that come along with that. it really has been something that has changed my life. I will never go back to eating products containing gluten. And couple that with the health benefits that I've received as a result of my transition, I can happily say that I'm in better health today than I ever have been. I think in part, one of the things I have learned is some of the dangers involved in non-organic food consumption. And I'm not going to get on some high horse here about organic food is better than non-organic food or what have you. But I have learned that there are some distinct differences and some distinct benefits from being much more conscious and much more aware of the food we eat. And it has led to an improved health on my part. As far as how any of that has affected my transition directly, as I said, I have gained a significant amount of benefit from the hormones and from the anti-androgens. My skin's better, fat redistribution is happening, and a whole variety of other things that go along with that, and that I've benefited from and that have really improved my overall state of well-being. So I don't really see any complications of any sort between my physical and mental health and my transition. If anything, my transition has been a positive and has helped improve both my physical and my mental health, reducing anxiety and overall improving my relationship to my body. So, aside from living a gluten-free life, I must admit that I haven't encountered any difficulties, and nor do I foresee any. I've spoken earlier about my dyslexia, but that I don't believe has anything to do with any kind of disorder. I believe that simply stems from an ability to process information in a manner different than other individuals. And that too, I think, should probably be declassified. But there you have it. There's my answers to this week's questions. I hope you all are doing well. Again, I apologize for my absence. I've been watching all of your videos, and I've been reading all the comments, and it's been wonderful to see. We've had some wonderful topics, and I hope that this week some way has helped, no matter what your physical or mental ailments might be as you contemplate transition or as you find yourself in the midst of transition. And yeah, I hope everyone is doing well, and I am back, and I'll see you next week. And yeah, stay tuned. So take care.